Okay, so I'm just going to have some porridge. It's Wednesday. The kiddies just having their quick breakfast. I'm going to have my breakfast and then we're going to go out to see my mum and dad and my sister and her two boys. So we've got 40 grams of oats. I'm going to have pot for lunch. I'm going to have some super seed mix, which is 5 grams, 1.5 sins. Doing that thing where you touch it slightly and then the amount changes. Oh, never know what to do at those points where it was 40, now it's not 40. Anyway, right, I'm going to add 5 grams of this to it. I'll make it up to 45 maybe. No, that's 46. There we go, right. 1.5 sins. That's the extra B. And I'll take a pinch. I'll get myself all confused now, won't I? Be fine. Don't worry about it. Right. I'm going to put now with this some frozen blueberries. I'm just going to... I'll take you in the freezer with me. I've got one open there. That one's open. That one's open. So I'm going to put some of them in there. So today's going to be a funny one, and I might not be able to film everything I eat earlier during the day, because I'll be over at my mum and dad's. So it might have to be one of these, and I'll let you know how I've done the sins when I get back. But I weighed myself this morning because there might be a chance I'm not going to get to weigh in today, because I'm going to intend to go at about 3:30 to weigh in to group, but it might not work out that way depending on how things go. So I'm going to just take the pressure off myself, because I'm not going to go to the weigh in tonight, because we were going to have a meal, our little Valentine's Waitrose meal. So I weighed myself this morning, and on my own scales I'm 10 stone 4.8, which is obviously quite a bit lower than the ones at Slimming World would be, because at the moment at Slimming World I'm 10 stone 7, and that's in the evening and all sorts. So I'm not going to really take it as a proper weigh-in, but I just wanted to do it so that it was done. Once I weigh myself again next week, it'll be back up again. So I'm not going to write it in my book or anything like that, but I just let you know that that's where I am with that. I'm going to put some almond milk in. Where's my almond milk? I think I must have used it all up. I'll have to get another one out. So I keep about 2 or 3 of these in the thing at one time. So I'm just going to basically put quite a lot of blueberries in there, kind of half, I'd say, half the bowl. Because they're speed free, you can have lots, can't you? So I'm going to put that in there. One of these, 2/3 of them. Well, see, the thing is I have one healthy extra A at the moment with 750 of these, and 2 healthy extra A's would be 1.5 litres. So it's quite useful really, because I can just basically have as much of this as I like really, because it's, I'm unlikely to go past 1.5 litres of this a day in the nature of what I eat. So it's a very useful tool to have, to be able to eat, let's put that in the bin, to be able to eat almond milk, just because you get so much of it. You just don't have to bother counting it anymore, because you're so unlikely to go over the edge. Right, I'm now going to put that in the microwave for about 2 minutes. And I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Also, I tried on my trousers again, my sort of ones the ones that I used to wear. I'll switch this over, otherwise you just basically look in the microwave. So yeah, I put those trousers on that I when I was at my heaviest, 13 stone 8.5, I had these trousers that I could only just fit into, and they were size 16s, and I could only just squeeze into them, and they were the only ones I could wear, and they pinched my tummy, so that's when I decided to go to Slimming World, because I didn't really want to go up to size 18, and I didn't have any more trousers, and I had quite a fair selection of size 16 trousers, but I couldn't fit into the other ones, so I just felt that if I just lost the weight I could fit into these other trousers, rather than buying more trousers. So I've still got those, and I put them on today because it's quite a nice way of trying to find other ways that other than just weight on the scales, isn't it, to find other ways to remind yourself. So excuse me, I put them on, and I've lost weight around my tummy since last time I put them on, because last time I put them on I still filled out the waistband, not tight, but you couldn't really see any gaps, whereas this time, even with me breathing really out, I can start to see gaps down the side. My 2 minutes up. I'll give it a little stir and then go back in again. Yeah, that was really good. And then I went in to show my daughter, and I sort of showed how much shape she got, and then we decided it would be a good idea if she climbed into the trousers with me. So in she climbed, and she could fit in the trousers. Hello, Benjamin.
Can I have some fizzy water?
You can have some fizzy water. Do you mean the vitamin drink? I think you already had your vitamin drink. I can't give you another one because that's not good for you, but you can have some.
Milk.
All right. Find you some milk. Cup. Yeah, so I was really happy with the fact that it was just quite a nice thing. It's quite nice to do, and so I'm really glad I kept those trousers, because they really remind me of where I was, and I remember the feeling of not being able to wear another pair of trousers. So it's a really, really strong memory that is linked to those trousers. So right, I think that's pretty good actually, my porridge. Ooh, can I show you? I'm trying to tip you upside down. So I think I'm just gonna, I don't know whether to go in another lot. I think I'm going to put that in for another minute. Probably not quite soft. Okay, I'm going to I'll hopefully see you later, and I will let you know what goes on with the day and the food. See you later. Hello. So I'm at tomorrow. So today's Thursday, and this will just be the end part of the Wednesday one. Sort of not really a weigh-in as such. So yesterday went well. The food was good. Very bloated. I'm okay again today, but I don't think I've ever been that full. Well, I haven't been that full in a long time. It was really filling really quick, so I think there was sort of pastry involved, and milk and cheese and cream and all sorts in there, so very filling very quickly. I'm unused to that nowadays. I'm used to kind of being just full and then moving on. So this was interesting. So now I've obviously got to watch to see if I just over sins today. I've already had, so we ate this yesterday. I think it was alright, and I think it took some taste getting used to. But basically the squares are this big. I thought they would be smaller for some reason, but they're this type of size. And me and my partner, we sort of had a bit each. He didn't like it, so we just had a grating over his cheesecake, and I ate one half. And then this morning my daughter and son tried a little bit. They weren't keen on it, but I ate the other half, and I've just eaten that now. So I'm aware that this probably isn't the best thing to have in the house because of the compulsiveness of it, if you know what I mean. And I don't know how many sins it's going to be, but it's not low in sins, so it's probably about 7 or 8 sins or something like that. So I think I don't think I'm going to have this in the house, so I'm going to go and take it over to my mum and dad's and see if my dad wants it, because he quite likes those types of things. So I'm going to see if that's 1 square for him then, if he wants to have that. But I don't think that's a good idea for me to ask, because I think I know it doesn't have any sugar in, and I know it doesn't have any it's got nothing else in. It's just cocoa mass and cocoa butter. But I think I'll just eat it. And I think in a way this cocoa stuff, Green and Black's organic with some almond milk, is going to be a better way of me having that chocolatey taste. Because firstly it's lower sin, because you can sort of have a teaspoon for 2 sins, which is the same sort of thing as a low calorie hot chocolate, isn't it, in that regard. So I think that's probably a good idea. But I think this is too high a sin to, I mean, I know I've only got 1 of it left now, but that's another 8 sins or so sitting there ready to be. So I think I'm probably better off just moving it on. It was alright, it was tasty, but it tasted the same as this, to be honest with you. So it'll be, I've still got the same taste that I can access, but it'll be via a drink, and I'll be able to put my almond milk in a healthy extra, and it'll be more of a sort of a considered thing. It's less just shove in your face. So yeah, alright, so that's that sort of done there. I think I'm just about to make myself a quick sandwich to take with me, because I've got to take the kids over to my mum and dad's now and go to work. So I will pause it here and piece together the video a bit later, and then I think hopefully I should be able to be on plan to be able to video everything I'm eating today. So there will probably be another upload theoretically of Thursday's food. See you later, bye.